Welcome to the Scoop School podcast, where we tackle your conundrums about the retail ice cream and frozen dessert business. And now, here's your host. He built up his own ice cream business, Brickle by Brickle. The ice cream bloke and self-appointed headmaster of Scoop School, Steve Christensen.
G'day ice cream lovers, thanks for tuning into the podcast today. It's nice to have you here. Now we do want to thank our episode sponsor, which is Green Mountain Flavors. If you want to source a really unique set range of extracts, flavors, colors for your ice cream or frozen desserts, have a look at greenmountainflavors.com. Stan Sitwell, and I always want to say Stan Stitwell, but it's not Stan Sitwell, it's Stan Sitten of Green Mountain Flavors, but Stan Sitwell was the comedy character on Arrested Development. Anyway, Stan Sitten and his crew there really do a great job. Stan is actually a food scientist. He's developed this whole range of very, very unique flavors. I really do suggest you go over there, greenmountainflavors.com. Thank you, Stan and the crew, for your episode sponsorship. Now, I do want to talk a little bit in this episode about staff discounts, employee discounts, whether they work, whether they don't, how to keep them engaged, how to stop them from rolling into theft. Because a lot of times your staff discount policy rolls into opening up the door for the opportunities for employees to steal from you. Now, I did a podcast a little while ago where we spoke about throwing product out and wasting it because you want to eliminate that element of theft. And in fact, I did have an email from someone who said that you should trust your employees more and you should be able to be a better boss, better employer. You get what you give so far as trusting your employees. You trust them, they trust you. I understand that every situation is different, every business is different, and every employer and employee relationship is different. But in my opinion, you've got to remove every element or every opportunity for your employees to steal from you. I don't think that's casting a net over all of your employees to say that they're all thieves, but I just think taking away the opportunity gives you an opportunity to be able to have that happen less, if you will. So, send in the emails whether you like it or whether you don't. But I do want to talk about your staff discount policy, your employee discount policy. Now, in my opinion, the businesses that basically give their employees 25% off, 30% off, half off when they come in after hours. A lot of businesses do that. I just don't see the benefit to me as a business owner. Sure, my employees are more engaged, they come in when they're not working, but I can have Shirley come in with 4 of her friends, buy 4 shakes for 50% off, and basically she gives all the shakes to her friends. I just don't see the benefit in that. For Shirley, maybe, she's the queen of the kids. For me, not so much. So here's a couple of things that might work for you. First of all, I know a lot of businesses give their employees either free or discounted product while they're working. I think that works. For me, I always made sure that my employees had an ice cream of their choice, a cup, a cone, whatever they wanted, at the end of the shift, so they took that product out the door with them when they left. What that meant was there wasn't any kind of concern if they were eating an ice cream during their shift, on a break, during their lunch. Did they buy that? Was that their free one? And so our policy was they get a free item of their choice. They walked out the door with it at the end of the shift. They could give it to mum, give it to the girlfriend, doesn't matter. So that's one policy. Now, along with that is the principle of no rain checks. You can't basically just build these up over the last 10 shifts and then take 10 Sundays. You take it on your shift. If you don't want to take one on your shift, that's it, you forego the right. And you'll find that new business owners are a little bit concerned, oh, these kids are going to go crazy building these things and taking them home every night. Once those kids have worked a busy Friday, Saturday night, they'll be walking out the door with blueberries hanging from their ears and chocolate shake all over their uniform, and you'll say, hey, don't forget your free item, and they'll go, stick it, Mr. C. So anyway, I think that you'll find that they won't abuse it. Most of them just take a little something if their mum or their dad that's come pick them up, and that works relatively well. If you've got a soda fountain or a soda machine in your store, I've often given my kids, my employees, free soda. That's not using the employee or the store cups. Remember, those cups can be anywhere between 8 cents and 20 cents. I don't want my product cups being used in that drink. So we would have special reusable, rewashable cups with their names on it, and they could basically drink a cup of soda. It was only a 12-ounce cup. I walk into too many stores and see the huge 3-liter or 4-gallon big gulp container that they fill up with soda, take a sip, put it on the ice machine, go and serve a customer, come back and say, oh, this is flat, pour it all out, fill it up again. That's crazy. So make sure you give them a dedicated cup that they can wash at the end of the shift. They use that and keep your product cost down. Now, the big thing for us, which worked really well on top of those small discounts, was we would give them generally two free cone coupons with every single pay slip. So whether you're paying your employees weekly or every 2 weeks, we would give them 2 free cone coupons. Now, the beauty of that process is it's kind of like giving them something they can use in their own time. And some of our employees would come in with some friends and use a coupon. But you know, more often than not, we would have someone come to the front counter, hand over a coupon. I generally say, hey, where'd you get the coupon from? Oh, Julie that works here, I go to college with her, she gave it to me. Well, good on Julie. She's my #1 marketing agent for this week. So you'll find that if you give the kids those coupons, they'll give them out to their friends, family members, associates, neighbors. And next thing, you're using your loyalty or your discount program to actually build business because your employees are really engaged with those in their community. So give that some thought. You've got to make sure that there's some return on investment for your employee discount program. You can't leave the door open for them to be able to say, oh, well, I'm taking all of this now because I didn't take it last week, or I'll take the $5 because I left my free Sunday here when I worked last Saturday. It just doesn't work like that. Be very specific about what the policy entails. It needs to be engaging so your employees feel as though they're valued, but it's got to make a return on investment standpoint from you, the owner or operator. Hope that makes sense. I'm interested in what your discount policy is. Drop us a line at steve@scoopschool.com or leave a message down here in the notes. Thanks for tuning in. Again, thanks for Green Mountain Flavors. Have a look at their website. Keep on scooping, folks, and we'll see you in the next video.